Happy Thanksgiving, Pirate Nation. And yet I find myself having a hard time being thankful, or at least counting all my blessings, or thinking about how fortunate I am. Because and I'm sure like you, think about how things used to be, how they were, or how we'd like them to be now. For example, I just wish I could hear volleyballs or basketballs bouncing in the middle school gym right now, or seeing the cross country team running by on the sidewalk, or seeing all of our students in all of our classrooms all of the days. It's just a difficult time to really count those blessings, especially during this season of time. And yet I wonder, is there still a lot to be thankful for this Thanksgiving? Are there any duck farmers out there? I can't say I know a duck farmer. I can't say I know anybody who raises ducks, but I learned a lot about duck farming during my devotionals earlier this week. And something I learned about raising ducks is you have to be careful when the ducklings are coming out of their eggs or out of their shells. And as I read this devotional or story about this new duck farmer, as he was just starting into the vocation, I guess, and he'd see the little ducklings coming up out of the egg, and he tried to help the duckling get out of the egg. And what he learned quickly is every single duckling that he tried to help get out of that situation, tried to get removed from that stress and tried to help get over that trial or tribulation, that duckling didn't survive. Each of those ducklings died. And it made me think about a guy named James who wrote some books back 2,000 years ago. One of my favorite things he wrote about, and I quote, is he said, "Whenever you face trials of any kind, consider it nothing but joy." Again, whenever you face trials of any kind, consider it nothing but joy, because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance. And let endurance have its full effect, so that you may be mature and complete, lacking in nothing. And then in reading that, it made me think about Coach Miller and the letter he wrote to our football program and to the parents of those student athletes, and how he spoke about how none of us can control what happens in life, but we can all control our response. Which then got me thinking about the famous pastor, Mr. Charles Swindoll, who said 10% of life is what happens to you, 90% is how you react to that. So during this Thanksgiving season, I challenge myself to recognize that this season of life, and it's just a season, it's not going to last forever, but I challenge myself to wonder, is this just preparing me for something better? And can I take joy in the trials and in the tribulation, knowing that it's going to produce endurance and character and greater faith? I challenge you to the same, because all of us are kind of like ducks right now. And if we can get through this and not rely on somebody else to get us out of it, by just staying positive and continuing to work as hard as we can and do it with the greatest character we can, giving our personal best, I think we're going to all be better for it. So I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I'll let you know we're working here with our school improvement team, with our student voice, with our seniors, and gathering input from our parents to try to change our best and do things better so that things are more consistent and seamless for our students. And I just want everybody to have a happy Thanksgiving. All right, stay up. Onward, Pirates.